Hello and welcome to Chair Yoga. This series this month is talking about how you can use props to enhance your yoga practice. And we can even do that in chair yoga, our major prop being the chair. Today, we're going to use a strap. Now I have a yoga strap here, but if you don't have a yoga strap, you can easily use a belt or some other long strappy thing that you might have, like a bathrobe tie around the waist. That might work also. So for now though, I'm just going to set that down as we warm up for our chair yoga. Join me. Roll your shoulders down your back, sit tall, rest your hands, and let's breathe here. And notice there's work in your breath. You're expanding the lower part of your lungs, taking a deeper breath, not forcefully, just noticing that that's where the breath goes in our practice of yoga. Sometimes we call it the belly breath. And notice how the breath expands the body both forward to the side and back. Beautiful. Taking a few breaths at the beginning of our practice provides the body with the energy it'll need for our practice today. Let's circle our wrists and maybe make a fist and open. Get through the finger joints, the wrist joints, and then the arms down by your side. Bring them up toward your ears, roll them back and lower them down. So we lift and roll them back and down. So sometimes we notice when we're doing something that takes a lot of concentration that our shoulders come up to our ears like this, and all of a sudden we get this pain in the back of our neck. This is a good way to just kind of release that. But we're also going to work with the strap today to show you some ways that you can also work through the shoulders and build some maybe range of motion, but definitely some release also. So let's lift one foot, circle that ankle, and the other direction, and lower it down. Other foot. Just working through our warm up here, because you never want to use something that's going to make your practice a little more challenging without warming up. So lift the heels, lift the toes. Feel that in your calf muscle maybe. And then heel toe the feet apart here, hands on your thighs. Let's rock side to side. And let's take it into a circle. Now here you want to hold the belly in and then go in the other direction. Last video, we used the blanket under our feet or under our hips. And you could certainly do that in any practice, even when we're practicing with the strap. Sit tall, heel toe the feet back and in. Step to one side and step it back in. Leave it out to the side. Coming into side angle, we lift the opposite arm straight up at first so that we have a nice long stretch on that side of the body. And then we lean and stretch deeper into that. Keep the head in neutral. Very little weight on your thigh. And then today we're going to bring that arm down across the body and pull the elbow towards the ribs and reach it back out again. Start small, see how it feels. And then maybe deepen it by drawing the elbow back a little bit more and turning in the ribs. Maybe even look over that shoulder. And then maybe look long here, reaching a little further. Just a little more range of motion here. You can keep it small, or you could challenge yourself to reach a little further, twist a little deeper. Hold it here. Look over your shoulder, place that hand on the thigh, Lift your body up and bring your head center. Let's step that back and in. Let's go to the other side now. Stepping out, stepping in. Leaving it out to the side, we come into that side angle, first with the arms straight up, and then we lean a little. So I'm still controlling with the core muscles here so that I'm not dumping into the leg. Feet are planted on the earth, and then if we want to deepen that stretch, we reach up over the head. Hold here wherever you're at and take a few more breaths. Filling the body with energy. And then lift that arm up and take it across the body now and look in that direction over the knee. And then draw it back towards your ribs and just go slow first. Notice your range of motion and your comfort with this pose. And maybe then start to deepen it just a little each time. Go where you can. Maybe one more time. And then hold it here in that twist. Place the hand down, lift the body, and release, stepping that foot back and in. Okay, first thing we're going to do with that strap is work with the legs. So I'm going to take my strap and place it under the ball of the foot or right in the arch, but I like to do it on the ball of the foot so as not to hurt the arch. And then I can hold it in both hands like this, or you could hold it into one hand like this. You decide. Excuse me. And then we're going to lift that leg to wherever you can and push the foot into the strap as you pull the strap back. Hold here. So you want the leg relatively straight, even though it's low. It doesn't have to be high. And we're working the shoulders again, so draw them back and down. Little engagement in your core. Just feel that wonderful stretch in the back of your leg. Now, if you're not feeling anything, you can start to bring it up a little. But only go to where you just start to feel that stretch in your hamstring. No need to go any further. That's enough work for the body to stretch out those muscles, build more range of motion, and strength. We're always building strength, right? And then on an exhale, slightly bend that, lower it carefully down, take the strap off. Let's put it on the other foot now. Can you do this without the strap? Absolutely. You can lift that foot out there and hold it. The strap just gives you that balance, if you will, or the stability of holding the leg up for a few breaths. Once again, I'm pressing the foot into the strap, pulling the strap back gently, rolling the shoulders down your back. And then wherever you're at, when you start to feel it in your hamstring, you hold. Now, another way to do this is to lie on your bed. I don't have a bed here, so I'm not going to do that. But you can lie down on your bed, put the leg above your hips, and pull on the strap there too. That would be similar to lying on your mat on the floor. One more breath here. And then we'll lower that down and release that strap. Here's a challenge. Go all the way back in your chair so that your thighs are completely supported. Both feet, this is a challenge, so be mindful of that. Both feet on the strap, we lift both feet up. And feel now the weight in the thighs and the hips, shoulders down your back. A little more core work here to hold these. We won't hold them as long. But of course, you can hold it as long as you like. And when you start to fatigue or you feel you're struggling, you just lower them down and release. So a beautiful use of the strap to work the legs and build that strength in your legs, holding them up, but also the range of motion of your legs as you can lift them with an assist of the strap. Very nice. I'm going to stand next to show you some movements with the strap standing. I invite you to watch the video, see what I'm doing, and then maybe join me as we go. So standing, I can take my strap. Now I have a rather long strap here, so you can wrap it around your hand a little bit. I like to just let the hands be free and hold it. Sometimes wrapping it cuts off my circulation, so I don't want to do that. And so we want to stretch that strap as wide as our arms here. Notice I have my arms a little bit forward of my body, not back, but a little bit forward. And that's exactly what we're going to do here. So I'm going to shorten up on this a little bit so that the strap is nice and taut, but the wrists are neutral. So notice my wrist is neutral here. Knuckles are in line with the wrist. Feet, I have my feet apart for stability. And then we'll pull that strap towards our chest and release it. Just that little bit of movement. Notice the work in the back of the shoulders. Does not have to be big. You're still going to feel it. And then holding it here away from the chest, we lower one arm down, one arm comes up. Keep that distance, keep the strap taut, and rotate in the other direction. Feel the work in your upper arms. Don't let the strap become loose. Nice and tight here. Pulling the strap in opposite directions and then moving the arms in this cartwheel position. And then come up with the hands equal. And now we're going to take that up and down. I'm going to shorten my strap for this one. Up, overhead, and down in front of you. Up and down. This is a lot of work for your shoulders. So you might want to do just one of these activities. I invite you to try one or two, and then come back to the video and try the other ones. And then lower it all the way down. Oh yeah, I feel that release in the shoulders. Let's roll them around a little bit. Now I'm going to take that strap behind me. Notice, again, I want that strap to be tight, not loose, but as wide as you want. And we're just going to, I'm going to shorten mine a little bit, bring my hands closer to my body. You might even want to have them so close that they almost touch your legs for this one. And we're going to lift back and down, touch the strap to the thighs. Keep the body nice and tall, gaze straight ahead. Again, it's a small movement, but you feel it in your shoulders and in the middle of your back. And then hold it up back there and then pull it in opposite directions and take 3 breaths. And release it down. Do you feel that? Really will help with your posture. Let's do it again. So we hold the strap against the thighs and lift it off the thighs. Doesn't have to be far. And then pull in opposite directions gently and hold for 3 breaths. And then release it down. Wonderful. And as long as we're standing, let's place that strap down in our chair. And let's do a little movement now. So separate those feet and let's swing the arms to one side and then the other. Be careful you're not going to hit your chair. Side to side. Nice and loose. Lift the heel you're turning away from. You can do it slow or fast. Just let the arms be heavy here so you release through those muscles that we just worked. And then come to stillness and swing them forward and up and down. And now I'm going to change that. So I'm going to bring them up and then in towards my ribs, bending the elbows, take them back up and down. One more to loosen up our shoulders and our arms. Crisscross them and switch arms, one on top and then the other on top. They can stay low, medium, or high, or a little of each. Excuse me. And down again. Notice I'm starting to bounce in my knees. Just kind of moving the whole body here. One more. Bring them down. And then pause in your mountain pose. Once again, let's roll the shoulders. And then we're going to take one arm across the body and hold the top of the arm. Palm is up. Make a fist and stretch it out. One more. And then open up nice and wide. Palms out, fingertips up, push out. And then gently release that. Roll through the whole arm, fingertips down. And then push out again. And release that. Let's take the other arm across, make that fist, and release it. And release it down. Take the arms out and circle. Circle in the other direction. And lower the arms down. Nice. Let's take our hands on our hips here, soften our knees. And you can just rock your hips side to side. I'm going to take mine into a circle. One side, forward with the pelvis, to the other side and back. Keep the knees nice and soft, bend them when you need to. And let's go in the other direction if you're circling with me. And then come to stand in mountain and notice everything. Notice the heaviness in your feet, the lift through the spine, the stimulation in your shoulders. All right, so now let's pick up our strap. Now you can do what we just did without the strap. I'm going to use the strap like a hula hoop. I'm going to hold it on my hips here, and then I'm going to circle my hips, holding that strap against my hips. This just adds another awareness, maybe circling a little deeper. Let's go in the other direction. So another way, you could use your strap if you want to. And then come to stillness. And then we'll come back into the chair. I'm going to place the strap under my chair so I don't step on it. Sitting forward about halfway in the chair. We'll cross one foot in front of the other, knees apart. Let's squeeze them together and open them up. And then squeeze them together. Take one hand to one shoulder, one to the other, into eagle arms here. So you can keep the hands on the shoulder and the elbows stacked, knees together. Lift those elbows. If you want and you have the range of motion, you can bring the palm to palm. Serpentining the arms around each other gives a deeper stretch in the back of your shoulders, but be mindful, it's not for everybody. If you are in full eagle here, let's pull the belly in and tighten through the ribs. And then slowly release and give them a shake. Shake them to one side and the other. And we'll do that on the other side. So we cross the other foot now in front and open and close. And then hold them closed. Feet stay on the earth. And if you can remember, cross the other arm on top now. Elbows up. Stay here or serpentine your arms again into eagle arms. So I think I did that side already, so I think I'll do this side. Sometimes you can just feel it. Squeeze the inner thighs together, coming into our eagle pose. Long, deep breaths. On an exhale, slowly start to release. Uncross your legs. Bounce your heels, shake your arms out. Shake them to one side, shake them to the other. Good. Sitting back a little bit more in your chair. Tilt one ear towards one shoulder and push the opposite arm away so you get this diagonal stretch across the neck. Bring it back to center, and let's do that on the other side. And bring it back to center, and then turn, center, turn, and center. Turn and center, turn and center. How did you do today? Did you like using the strap? Did it help you have a little more range of motion? If it did, great, use the strap. If it didn't, that prop can go back in the closet, and we'll try another prop next time. So please join me for Chair Yoga Plus. Have a great day.